But you see, whatever is being shown in this video as of now, Dr. Onji, as you saw in that, now is the procedure. Onji, because at least I'll record over. Is that screen will this lady, she was being done the procedure. In her case, there was a spillover of the oil, and that is not very but you can't really control it. No, you have to just press it. You have only one chance, and if you press too hard, it goes to overburn, and if you press too less, the patient will say chance like, no, see, it's just like the appropriate. So it is always best that you also exhale 3, 2, 1, and it's like then there's a tandem. There is a comfort of making that precise spot. So in this patient, even though it was done, the results are so fast that the tenderness nearly vanishes, as good as vanishing, nothing less than that, within the next 5 to 10 minutes. When you re-press it, they don't feel that much pain. Easily 90% the relief would be there, easily. And I would finish this Sneha agnikarma now by a simple incident that happened. Somewhere in 2011, I had been to Wayanad. There is a place called Meenangadi, and my teacher, one of my mentors, Dr. Padmanabhan, he is a retired DMO. He had organized a camp of AMI, etc., whatever. So it was a big camp, like 2 days camp, and it is not like the class here now. It's a demo. All patients, live patients, recorded everything. And once I was going back, I found a missed call. I called back. When I reached Calicut railway station, and then it was an unknown number, of course, and it was repeatedly being called. And one doctor, I don't tell her name, but she is involved with some missionaries, Ayurvedic doctor. She called me and said, "Doctor, I have a feedback immediately, because the last day of the camp, the second day, finished by 3 o'clock, and she's calling me something like 7 o'clock. So, but 5:30 something, she did the Sneha agnikarma on somebody. And she said there was a patient who had come for 10 days for LBA kind of issues, whatever. And that he was not finding substantial relief after Avagaham, after Vasti, Matra Vasti, XYZ, and of course internal medicines, whatever. And then she's any in the team. That's how it is cornered. Then the camp having got over, she made that Sneha agnikarma on those 2-3 resistant trigger points. And the relief was so huge. The patient asked, "Doctor, and how can she say that the camp ippadanu?" She cannot. I felt so good about it that no, a camp made such an improvement. I mean, it increased her image with the patient. The patient is living happy. That's fine. But the sad part of it is that at least for me. And that is why I was telling that the information cannot be delayed. If that camp was not happening, the impact was not going to be. There have been very, very similar occasions where I felt, unless we make this in a common platform of all of us, we would not be in a position. This is after, I think then we can show them from the beginning. So the first is to elicit the trigger point, of course. And these are marked. I mean, she is a very fair lady. So she was somewhere from Holland. It was easy to mark being fair. And all that you see, like a card is my Mardanam, if you call that. You have to elicit. So you just don't touch and feel it. You have to elicit. So next, this is how you realize it. So all these things have to be shown to the patient very clear now. And then procedure, hot oil dripping. And I think now it's a real aspect. And of course, you are definitely covering the head. To any part of the body, however away it is. We don't want an oil drop flying to the eyes or whatever. So head is always to be covered enough to give some breathing space. But some people feel quite claustrophobic when we totally cover the head. So we had to just keep some area. But we made very sure the eyes will not have this oil drops flying into it.